Okay, I should be good to go here. Welcome, welcome. Hope everyone's having a good day today. I realize my camera's still adjusted from last night. There we go. Alright, let's continue pushing forward. I think the lighting's just a little too strong. Maybe I'll lower the light just a little bit. Tower flame. So we have two options today. Um, or at least two that I'm aware of. We can either go um past the red dragon that we killed and fight whatever's in that tower. I'm assuming that's going to be a boss. Like, this game has been doing fog doors as fog equals boss. So I'm going to assume that there's a boss in that door. Or we can go down that way and go underground, which probably has multiple paths. Excuse me. Allergies have been bad. You know, it's spring. Spring brings allergies. We're also just trying out this lance. You know, giving it a good old college try. I kind of didn't notice she was there and could have stabbed her by accident. So, to warm up, check off that early game rust. Let's go just push towards the red dragon because we killed him, so we can just kind of make our way there. Check off the rust by killing these idiots. Okay, you seem to be pretty resistant to being stabbed. But stabbing is fun. Oh, I guess that guy who guards that chest just disappears when you kill him. Hello, sir. It's weird how this guy does more stamina damage to me than the giant guy with the hammer the size of a house. Heavy attack! Yeah. Okay. So heavy attack is kind of like the charging attack in Monster Hunter with the lance. Good to know. I don't remember that guy walking around. That's probably not good for me. Oh. I think I just aggroed everyone. Huh. Uh-huh. Okay, okay. Handling it. Okay, I thought he wasn't dead for a second. I almost panicked. I think their friend noticed me. Wonder if there's a spot I can buy more life gems. I really don't want to farm them. Okay. Did he break for a second? Try the lance. Let's try block stab. Oh, so I was actually able to block and stab. Fun. Get fucked. I'm liking the lance. Lance is a good time. Come here, let me do stuff to you. Cool. Oh. Cracked blue-eyed orb. I kind of want to get their armor set if I'm able to, just to see what it looks like on me. I will admit, this helmet's a little dorky, but it does have good defenses. deal. Okay, let's take out the Chonkus. Okay, I actually like the whole blocking and stabbing. Because, I mean, I have to, like, balance my stamina a bit more. But, like, it means that, like, I can get a little greedy and not get punished too badly for it. Oh! That's a new finisher. That was awesome. Alright. Probably a boss time? I don't know, this feels pretty boss-like to me, if I had to, make a guess. Alright. I'll bite. I was expecting a mimic. Cool. Okay, what do I have equipped? Higher equip load, more damage. Oh, we don't need the Hawk Ring. That is just a hindrance at this point. Let's get more stamina regen. More soul, because I like levels. Okay. Would there be something better? Probably. Like, more defense wouldn't go awry. But let's be honest, more souls is nice. Old DragonSlayer, hello. Ow. Ow, okay. I guess I wasn't shielding. A heal? Oh, okay, I see my guard attack does drastically less. Okay. Get an opening to heal up. Make your move. Miss. Really? Oh, Leo ring. I'm pretty sure I'm a little over level for this area, because that probably should have been harder. Or did shielding just kind of break this boss? No. Old Lear ring strengthens thrust weapon counterattacks. I am thrusting a whole lot with this lance. How do I... Oh, counterattack with a shield. I'm not really countering, though. Why counter when you can just kill? Hello. Just chilling?
Transient being.
Hi.
This is no place for one such as you.
Thanks.
Be gone. You are not needed.
What, you just chill? Like, were you captured? Was that your friend?
Transient be, you would never make a Knight of the Blue, and I have nothing more to say. Be gone. Transient be, you would be gone.
If I equip the Blue Knight's ring, will he suddenly be my best friend and not an asshole? Because I can do that.
Transient be,
oh.
You would be
No,
gone.
he's just an asshole. Okay, that's fine. There's always at least 6. Well, this is probably death. Not death? Cleric's Parma Tower Shield? Just curious. Scaling D. Very frickin' heavy. Like, that's a heavy boy. That looks cool, though. That does look pretty cool. I really don't have the strength to do this, though. Yeah, I don't want to be in the 60 weight. So as cool as that is, we'll stick with this. It still blocks 100% of damage. We got his soul though, so I might be able to use that to get some a new weapon or something. Hey, Mr. Rubber Ducky, how are you doing today, bud? But yeah, either I'm like over leveled for this area, or I'm just really, really good. Dying from allergies for the past week, so I hear ya. I had allergies so bad the other day that I'm still recovering from it. Like one day of allergies was just like, I legit thought I was getting sick by the end of it. Like, I was sneezing so much that like my ribs hurt, I was getting dizzy, my throat hurt. Like, I was almost at, like, I took 3 allergy pills that day, and it was barely helping. Like, they were bad. And, like, my nose is still, like, raw from it, and, like, I'm still just a little, like, sore from, like, sneezing 50 times in a row, like, about 10 times. Like, it was rough. So, yeah, I hear you. I guess if I wanted to use the tower shield, I could go down some armor. Like, lower... Like, have weaker armor, but rely more on my shield. Positioning like crazy, I want to just rip it off. Oh, yeah, I get that. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that, though. Allergies are not a fun time.
Bearer of seek, lest this.
Oh, you know what? Before I level, let's travel to our good friend Straight. How far are we into this game? I don't know. You're supposed to kill, I think, 3 or 4, like, Lord Souls? I think 4. And I killed 3. Right? 1, 2... Okay, I think 3 and I killed 2. So, like, I think I'm pretty far? I don't know how far, though. Because, as I mentioned, I've never played this game before, so I don't know. I'm gonna say... There's probably whatever major boss I'm heading to right now. Which I might get to today. Speaking of allergies. But yeah, I might get to that major boss today. And I'm guessing once I do that, a path is going to open that's going to give me an item that will start allowing me to go through other certain doors that I've been kind of stumbling across. I need like proof of king or something like that. So I'm guessing there's at least 2 to 3 major bosses left. And then probably DLC. If I had to guess. Ooh, DragonSlayer's Great Shield. That looks cool. Dragon Rider's Bow. Weighs 3 pounds. Dragon Rider Twin Blade. I don't have the dexterity for that at the moment, but that's pretty cool. Dragon Rider's Halberd. I got 4 options. Or do I have 2 Dragon Rider souls? Dragon Rider soul, old Dragon Rider soul. What are the odds that these count for the same? Oh, DragonSlayer, Dragon Rider.
Well, Barry, aren't you?
Rider. Okay. That's a lot of options. The Halberd does magic damage? That seems interesting. I don't typically like halberds, though. The Dragon Rider Twin Blade. It also has magic. It does require more dex. But I'm only like 2 off, so it's not impossible. The bow also does magic damage as well. Or the shield. I'm going to take a picture of the shield stats and compare it to other shields. You do something special. The rank of the Dragon Rider was reserved for honorable warriors who helped found Dragonlake together with the king. They crushed its former inhabitants and erected a magnificent kingdom. Okay. That does not tell me if it has buffs. I don't think it does, though. So, the good old picture comparison test. Oop. Okay. He's gonna call me a feeble one. Yep. Equipment. Shield. So base stats for just this shield. Same. The new one would have higher magic, higher fire, higher lightning, higher whatever the eyeball is, higher poison resist, higher bleed resist, less petrification resist, and curse resist. But I don't really think I've been blocking curse. So that's something to keep in mind. I just want to see what the shield looks like. That's so cool! Look at that shield! Why can't they have 100 defense? That's so cool. That's upsetting. Okay, tower shield. Let's just wear this for a second to compare. Oh, also it weighs 13 pounds. So 100 defense, 60 magic. So the new shield would be better. Fire defense the same. Lightning defense is more on the new shield. Eyeball thing is more. The poison and bleed is more. But once again, petrify and curse is less. Same amount of stamina protection. Looks like something out of Breath of the Wild. Oh, that one's shield. I can see that. The new shield would be heavier, though. I don't know why the Great Shields don't block 100% of defense. That doesn't really sound good. Like, why am I using a shield that weighs 13.5 pounds? I guess this one does have better spell reduction, so I'll give it that. But, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel like for a shield that big, it should block more. Also, like, why doesn't this shield block 100%? Look how cool this one is. That's such a cool shield. Why does it not block 100? Huh. So, realistically, I still think this Royal Kite Shield is the way to go. Oh, Cleric Parma. Oh, that has, like, no defense. I'm guessing it's probably really good at parrying. Spell parry? Excuse me? How would you parry a spell? Intriguing. But yeah, I think this one is still just better. 2 hours on... I'm sorry, man. That's awful. I hate when that happens. Iron Parma? That's a pretty cool shield. But yeah, let's stick with... I think it's just better to stick with, well, looking at it, the Drang Lake one does have more resistance to, my stamina. So, like, realistically, if I'm fighting something And I want a bigger shield. I think this tower shield is probably better than the other one. It also weighs just a little less if I really wanted a big shield. And then, like, if I needed better magic defense, I would just swap to this one. Like, realistically, if I'm getting into a fight where I am worried about getting hit by spells, I don't think I'm as worried about getting hit by physical. So I would just swap to this one. Once again, it weighs a little more, but also I think this one just has better magic defense than the other one, like, completely. Yeah, like, it's not even a comparison. So if I was going to use a great shield, I don't think getting the DragonSlayer one would be ideal. As event only useful for PvP in Souls games. No, basically any creatures that use magic, it would be helpful against, and a lot of armor, unless it's like very, very light, doesn't have a lot of magic defense to begin with. So being able to like to block it and keep moving, it would be pretty helpful. Because usually, like, when you get hit by any attack, you kind of get stunned. So being able to block it and keep walking towards the enemy while getting pelted would be nice. And taking less damage as well. So yeah, I think that's... So, there are enemies that use magic, yes. They're not super common, at least in this game, but I have encountered a couple. There was an area last week that had a bunch of spellcasters. And there are some bosses that will also cast magic. There was a Scorpion Lady boss that we fought a week or two ago. Alright, so yeah, I think overall... we're still good with this. So the question is, do I want... Maybe I want the bow. How am I feeling about bow? The shield looks really cool, and if I could get it, I would just to have it because it looks nice. The halberd would be interesting. It is the, it does scale with exactly what we're looking for. I don't foresee myself using the twin blades. But having just a good bow might not be the worst idea. And then if I'm able to get two, I'll get the Dragon's Rider Halberd. But I have a good amount of weapons where I'm like, I don't think I really need to have another weapon that I have to level up. Because it would also probably take like the rare Petrified Dragon Bone, which is super rare. So realistically, I won't be powering these up very much. And a bow is just good to have. So let's just go bow. And we're out of Dragon Rider Souls. Okay, that's what I assumed. Okay. Do I want the magic? Or do I want to just eat these souls and just level up? Because I'm not going to use magic. Let's be honest. This is not the run where I use magic. I can see myself playing this again and going magic. But this doesn't feel like the run where I use magic. So, stop calling me feeble one. Man, it's rude. But let's check out this new shield. Or new bow. Pretty cool. Though the texture on it looks weird. It looks like it's just almost like painted on, or like those like sticky, what are they called? Like the sticky designs that you can get at like the dollar store that you can just like paste on like your wall or something like that. It looks like that, like I'm blanking on like what it's called, but I don't know. I kind of like it. We can give it a go. It does weigh a little more, but we're still under the 60. Our lance does weigh quite a bit more, than like my hammer. Hey, viewer bot, look at that. Oh, you just followed me on Twitter. I don't do follow backs. Most likely, I'll probably block you, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't do follow backs. Let's go back to Majula. Maybe get a level up in. I want to check the shop over here. I feel like he's been getting the armor set of bosses. Or at least new armor sets whenever I kill a boss. So I am intrigued to see if he got anything new.
I'm glad to see you safe.
Yeah. The follow stuff is annoying. Let's get the rest of this set, just in case I feel like downgrading the defense a little bit.
Thanks very much.
But also, if I'm going to... I could upgrade the Grand Lance one more. I am liking it quite a bit. I can't upgrade the Dragon Sword because I don't have stuff for it. If I get more Titanite shards, I can also start upgrading the Royal Greatsword, since that does have bleed, and I wouldn't mind giving that a few more swings. The Dragon Sword is pretty good, though. Yeah, maybe we'll upgrade this one more time. Use up some more chunks. Up to slabs now. You know what? I actually think I like the lance enough to max it out. Is it already maxed out? Coolio. I can upgrade the Ultra Great, like the Pursuer's Ultra Great Sword. The issue I'm having with this sword is, even though it does a shit ton of damage, it still feels to be less than just swinging a Dragon sword. Or even less than like my hammer and stuff. Or like around the same. And for how stamina and just, it's such a big commitment to use the sword. Like if I swing this sword and I miss, I get hurt a lot. And it's very easy to miss with this sword. It's fun to use, but it's very much like, you better make sure you hit. And even then, it only does, like, I think 45, like, poise damage. So, like, I don't know, that doesn't feel as good as just like, I don't know, Dragon Sword or this other great sword here. So I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it's actually really good at breaking poise, and I'm just not seeing it. Let me. Is it this? The one that says poise damage? Okay, this is poise damage. So this does 50. This does 35. 35. 25 for that. I'll check my other weapons in a second. How about my new bow? What does that take? Petrified Dragon Bow. Okay. That's what I thought. I don't want to upgrade that yet, because that's pretty big commitment. I have what's great about the Bellkeeper bow is that it is very light, and I can just have it equipped. And it only takes Titanite Shards, which we can buy. What armor can I upgrade? Or shields can I upgrade? You take Titanite Shards. Okay. So the Royal Kite shield does just take Titanite Shards for a little bit of a boost. How about this one? The Tower Shield also just takes Titanite. And I'm assuming after the first one, it'll start upgrading the stamina protection. Let's do a little test. Yes, it does increase it by 1. Which isn't a lot, but sure. Why not? Okay. I guess having an armor set that does use Titanite Shards might not be the worst thing to have as well. Because, like, using Twinkling Titanite for my Drung Lake armor... Well, I guess this helmet also takes Titanite. But, like, yeah, using Twinkling Titanite, which is a pretty, fairly rare item, to upgrade my armor is a bit of a heavy cost. Okay.
I'll be around.
So... yeah, this Grand Lance does 35 poise damage. How about the hammer? 40. So yeah, like, this does like 40 poise damage, and I can probably get like 3 or 4 attacks off in the same time with the same like stamina cost as 1 hit from this. So like if I'm trying to break someone's poise, I think the hammer here is just better. Like this does do more per hit, but by the time I do 2 attacks using all my stamina, I can do like a full combo and deal just as much. Unless they change how that works. But in my mind, 40 times like 3 or 4 hit combo. So 40, 80, 120, 160. 160 poise damage seems better to me than... I think this has a 2-hit combo. Seems better than like 100. And probably less stamina use as well. So yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with this. How's my dodging? Still medium. Cool. Yeah, let's try this out for now. Do I have enough to level? Close enough. Don't mind getting a little snack.
Bearer of the seek, lest
And let's go up another strength. Get that to 40. The temptation is real, but I haven't seen what I can get for the old DragonSlayer soul. Or the Duke-Steer Freya. Can our other blacksmith boy do something with them? Macduff. Oops. That's not what I wanted.
I ought to forgetful head.
Can you give me something good? No, I can buy more arrows though, so I might as well do so. Buy like 30. Get us like 100 total. Yeah, that feels about right. Alright. Let's go back to Tower of Flame. Try out our new equipment load. It is dark. Maybe I should have brought a torch with me. Okay, there should be like a big chonkus guy here. Nice. What's that noise? I don't know if you guys can hear that. Maybe you can if you use a headset. I feel like I hear something like moving. Maybe I'm not hearing something. Maybe I'm just going insane. I think it sounds like something. Sublime Bone Dust. Oh, does that increase my flask heal? That's awesome. Good find. Sounds like the wind. Yeah, but the thing is, we're like underground. There should be no wind. It's probably just... You're probably right, it's probably just wind or like ambient sound. I feel like... I don't know. I don't like hearing stuff and not having an answer. Yeah, now I'm not hearing it. So whatever it was, it's not here. Why this? I am listening though for footprints that aren't mine. Hi. Get fucked. Nope. that was effective. Let's try it on him. Damn. That's effective. That is just like... The fuck was that? That is just like erase button the bow. Alright. I can't go this way because I don't have a branch of yore. I really need to find a supply of those. There's like 3 or 4 I can do at that one ruin location. Now there's that one. Why is this here? Alright. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure I don't have any of these bugs on me. I thought I felt like something was crawling on my leg. So, for those who don't know, I have these things in my basement called warp borers. And they're these little bugs that like to live in rotted wood. And, sometimes they like to crawl on me. And it's not pleasant. They don't bite from what I can tell, but I don't like things crawling on me. Until my landlord fixes my basement and, you know, repairs the literal hole that I'm sitting over right now. I'm kind of just gonna have to deal with them. Huh. No Man's Wharf. Oh. How did he live? I could sneeze on him from here and kill him. Well, I should probably light this. This might be an area that's better to be lit. Oh, there's a ship here. Ah! Hello! Sorry, I wasn't expecting a dog. I was just lighting a torch. Here, I'm doing you guys a favor. And then you thank me by trying to murder me? Ow. Hello. Ow. Yeah, I definitely think I'm over leveled from this area. Hi. Imagine doing that in like a D&D game. You know, someone walks into the room and your reaction is to break the table in front of you. Don't be a mimic. Titanite shard? Nice. Okay. I'm definitely over leveled for this area. If I'm getting Titanite shards. I think I should have done this area sooner. Who knew that, like, the invisible, or seemingly invisible, pole switch on a wall that I could have accessed very early on was supposed to be done sooner? Well. Just like this, I make a target on myself. Hi, guy. Some gems. Some life gem. Don't hate that. Hi. Nope. Try again. Oh, I've been watching a bit more anime of late. Anime is something that I like to watch, or really just stuff in general, but I go in like waves of like moods, so sometimes I might not watch like a series for like a year or two, and then I'll watch like 10. So I recently rewatched all of Your Lie in April, because that was one of the animes that was like my awakening of like, oh, anime can be more than just like showing. And I was like, oh shit, like this is like a very emotional anime, so I wanted to like watch that. And honestly, it still holds up. It's still a great series. Been loving, I love rewatching it. Highly recommend. It will fuck you up emotionally, so just be aware of that. And then I started watching, what was it? My Perfect Marriage with my wife, which we've also been thoroughly enjoying. Like the characters in that are really well. You mind targeting the giant guy in the? Okay, thank you, game. I appreciate you trying to target the thing way far away from me. But yeah, like the character design in My Perfect Marriage has been really, really, really good. Like their personalities at least have been good. And like the story has been fun. Like I thought it was just going to be like this cutesy slice of life romance, series, and it gets dark. Like I was not expecting it to get so dark. Like the main character is in like essentially a Cinderella situation where like she was basically being abused by her family, and she basically gets traded off to a bachelor just for political stuff, and she assumes that she's gonna die there, but then good stuff happens, but also bad stuff happens. So it's pretty engaging. I don't want to go into too much detail. Movies and overall shows that aren't just cliche. Yeah, that's fair. Um, and like, don't get me wrong, like I'm not against like a good showing. Like one of my favorite animes, and I want to rewatch it is Rurouni Kenshin. I've been watching like the remake of it. I watched like the first season of the remake of it on Netflix. And it's pretty good. The animation obviously is modern and not 90s anime. But in all honesty, I still think I like the original more just because it feels more raw. It feels like it fits the theming of it a bit more. But the remake isn't bad either. What else have I watched? I just started watching Rising Shield Hero. I think that's what it's called. I just started watching that yesterday, and I think I'm on episode 14 now. Hello. And honestly, that show has been surprising me. It takes like your typical like isekai thing, being kind of teleported to a different realm. But he's not dead. He just decides to like read a book in a library, and suddenly, poof, he's teleported into like this kind of video gamey world. But I don't know. I feel like they handle it pretty well. The main character isn't overpowered. He has weaknesses. A lot of stuff happens within the series that like really makes you like sympathize with him. Like he goes through a lot of shit, and shit keeps piling up on him. Like everyone's against him, kind of thing. So like, honestly, the show has been really surprising. I was literally watching that until like the last like 10-15 minutes before I had to get ready to stream. Like honestly, it's been pretty good. Like, it was one of those animes that I heard stuff about and just never got around. I was like, okay, I'll throw this on. I want to rewatch Gurlagen because I remember really liking that, but I watched it like 10, 15 years ago. Oh, you don't like fire, do you? Oh, I can run? That's so cool! I did not know I could do that. That will get me killed, though. What else have I watched? What got me... Like, I started, like, a few months ago watching anime. You know, getting back into it. I rewatched, Yu Yu Hakusho. And, honestly, it still holds up. I haven't watched the, Netflix live action, because... I'm not gonna lie, it's probably not good. But yeah, I watched that. I've been kinda watching, like rewatching the original Yu-Gi-Oh series just because, why not? You know, I'm kind of watching like some animes from when I was a kid to see if they still hold up. And boy, I love how classic Yu-Gi-Oh anime is just them. I feel like they're just making shit up. Like, it literally feels like kids on a playground who don't know the rules, but they're just making up the rules on the spot. It is hilarious. Like, it took them, like, I think, like, 40 episodes or so, maybe more, to actually say Monster Reborn, and not Reborn the Monster! It's great with how... not necessarily bad, but, like, clearly 90s, like, anime where they didn't really know, it didn't really have a huge market and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's so corny, but also I kind of love it. Ding dong, bing bong. Bing bong, bing dong. I missed. Oh, hello. But yeah, I've been enjoying a lot of anime lately, and it's been nice. It's been fun. What else have I watched? I almost finished the last season of Pokemon, where Ash I watched where Ash becomes champion. I haven't watched the next one, like the last episode. I haven't watched that yet. That old Jake and old art style that just sells it. Honestly, it really does. There is something about that old 90s jank that's just like chef's kiss, honestly. Like, it looks primitive, and I can see why people wouldn't like it. But if you give it just a little time, like, it just works. Man, I can see how this area would be very difficult if you weren't over-leveled. Oh! You're a friend! You mind if I put this torch right in your face?
Who are you? I, Gavlan.
Gavlan.
Gavlan wants soul. What? With Gavlan, you will, you deal.
I love this guy. Hello, friend. Can I have your tankard the size of your head, please? That's awesome. I could drink so much water with that. I can sell you shit! Holy shit, this is huge. I have so much crap to sell. Here, you can have this toenail shield. You can have this extra bellkeeper shield. I'm sure I have other stuff that I don't need. Like, I have this extra hollow infantry armor. Though I could give this to the one lady who is naked. Give her something a little nicer than peasant's clothes. Yeah, that's probably not a bad plan. Maybe I'll do that for her. You can have this flame quartz ring. I have an upgraded version of it. Man, I might have to come back. What do you have to sell, man? Ring of Giants. Increases poise. Interesting. Poison arrows? Only 20 of them, though. Poison moss. You, trying to tell me something, game? Am I about to run into a lot of poison? Let's buy it. Never know. Can I buy all these? I can. Boom. Some poison arrows just in case. Honestly, maybe getting some poison moss wouldn't be bad. We have the money, might as well.
Many deal.
I love this guy. 10 out of 10 guy. But yeah, I still need to watch the last episode of Pokemon though. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why this happens, but there's something about the Pokemon anime, and I don't understand it. I am, you know, I'll get emotional when it comes to like really sad stuff. I don't know what it is about Pokemon. I will cry watching that, and nothing's happening. I don't get it. It is weird to me. Like, if Ash is doing a training montage or something like that's happening, I am weeping like a baby. I don't get it at all. Maybe it's nostalgia. Maybe it... Yeah, I don't know. Watched it as a kid, that is probably it's probably nostalgia. Like, but the thing is, I'm watching like the newer seasons. It doesn't matter what season I watch, it makes me emotional. So watching Pokemon for me is like watching like the biggest tearjerker of a series ever. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe I won't have the same effect with like the newer character. It's like uh-oh. I don't know what it is about it. I cry like a baby, and I don't know why that is. Because like, I don't, you know, I do love a good like training montage or a good like emotional moment, but there's just something so like charming and pure about Pokemon that makes me emotional, and I don't get it. And like, it could be nostalgia. Like, that probably has stuff to do with it. Hello, guys. Many doggos. So, like, and, you know, and, like, I know, like, the episode where, like, Ash becomes like champion. I know that was supposed to make you emotional if you've been watching it since you were a kid. Like, so like I understood like that breaking me, like seeing like Butterfree and all that kind of stuff. Like that was intended to fuck me up. But like I don't get it. You only cried while watching Angel Beats? The animation broke me. The funniest thing about Angel Beats, I've watched the series twice. I can't tell you a thing about it. Well, I can tell you a couple things. I don't know what it is about Angel Beats. I don't think it's a bad anime at all. But there's something about it where it just didn't click. Like, I remember there's a room full of TVs. And I remember there's all my sticky stuff. But I also remember one of the funniest scenes, because like, there's that one character where he's basically Kenny from South Park, and he dies like every episode, essentially. And, you know, it got kind of boring, you know, like, okay, this is happening, that's happening. yeah, people in purgatory looking to let go of sins or whatever, being able to pass peace and live another life. As far as what I remember, yeah, that sounds pretty much what I remember it being as well. But there's a scene where like the one guy, he's just sitting there, and like you know he's going to die. You know something's gonna happen to him, and there's nothing really around to do it. And then suddenly he just rockets off into the ceiling at like Mach 10. And that was one of the scenes that legit got me. Like that legit made me laugh so hard I cried. Shot and she was killed afterwards, which is pretty crazy though. That's the weird thing. I don't remember any of that. I watched the entire anime twice. Like, I remember my one friend. Hello. But my one friend, Kayla, was like, oh yeah, you know, it's a great anime, and her boyfriend at the time were talking big things about it. I mean, oh, cool. I want to watch this. That sounds amazing. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, have I seen this before? I'm getting, like, total deja vu. This scene's about to happen right now, and then it happens, and I'm like, have I watched this? And then I watched the entire thing, and I'm kind of in that same boat where like you telling me about scenes, that kind of rings a bell, but for some reason I don't remember any of it. Information overload, and nothing is happening, and then it hits you with the scene where, yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the thing with it. Maybe it's so much information and stuff happening that I just struggle to like, it struggles to click with me. Because I do, like, I can definitely see that with certain shows and stuff. So like, that does make sense. But yeah, like, and like I'm not, and like that's, and like the thing is, like, you know, it may sound like I'm talking bad about the show, where it's like it was a bad anime. It wasn't bad. That's the weird thing. Heck, you can even get good joy out of like bad or odd animes and shows, but like there's just something about it. It just, I forget it exists until people bring it up. Two Beast was. Like the episode 8, it finally main plot point. Yeah, that's fair too. But the thing is, like, I'm typically down for a good slow anime. Like, you know, like if I'm typically like sitting down for an anime, be it like a full action anime or just a casual anime or like whatever, I'm down for a slower. I almost stabbed him. I'm down for a slower anime. Like, I'm down for like, okay, let's just chill. Let's get to know these characters. Let's figure out who they are, what their motives are, like what. Hi. That guy wanted me dead, like real bad. But like, yeah, I don't know. No. Yeah, that's a little insane. But yeah, I really just don't get it, honestly. But I'm also like that with like a lot of, or not a lot, but like a fair amount of shows. Like there was a show on for a while called the 100, and I was watching this show, being like, I can tell this is a good show. It has a lot of like heart behind it. Oh, I'm poisoned. Maybe I shouldn't roll in the pots that are just sitting there. And like I'm watching it, like, you know, this is a good show. I can acknowledge that there's good character and there's good, blah blah blah. But I just couldn't get into it. I watched like the first like 2 seasons of that show too. Could not tell you a damn thing about it. Granted, that's not an anime, of course, but like it's just the thing where I don't know, some shows like that, I can acknowledge that they're good, but still just not get into them, or good common anime, but holy. Fast. Okay, I like a good comedy anime. I'm trying to think. There was something I watched recently that was really funny, and I could not tell you what it is. Ow. Game. I was bugged out there for a second. I couldn't stop walking forward. Game tried to sabotage me. I don't appreciate that. Not one bit. I don't mind dying in video games when it's my fault. I am not for dying because the game decides that I'm forever walking forward into death. Oh. You just chilling? I miss? Oh. I guess I lost my torch. Makes sense, I did go in water. Walking forward. Conjure by just opening it and lifting and adding a lot of electronic tape. Find all effect and it works. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I basically gave up ever using my Switch as like a handheld console. Those son of a bitches break so easily. And Nintendo doesn't fix them. Like, I've sent my Joy-Cons in before for like the warranties and stuff to get fixed. They came back still broken. Like, if I found out that Nintendo just slapped a sticker saying we, you know, job done and then moved on, they didn't actually fix it, I would believe it. For free, but the fix is so placebo. As well not. Yeah. It's not even placebo. At least placebo, you think it's working. This just doesn't work. So I just use like I don't play my Switch handheld. I play it on my TV, like, and that sucks.
I see light. I am Carillion. I see light. I am Carillion.
Okay, well, I guess you can just hang out here, man. I haven't gotten a Switch 2 yet, mostly because I just can't afford one. Like, I wouldn't mind getting one at some point, but, you know, how much is it, like, American? Like, 600? 650 or something like that? And then, like, you know, translating that to Canadian, that's like $850 for me. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of, like, the pricing for the console doesn't get me. It's essentially like a, you know, oh, hi! It's essentially like, you know, a handheld, you know, HD console, so that doesn't bother me. I don't like the fact that they're kind of moving away from actual cartridges, though. Maybe just a key etched into the cartridge. Yeah, I don't like that either. Like, I like buying physical copies because I like owning the shit I'm buying. And, like, the fact that they're trying to move away from that kind of forcing the market is kind of scummy to me. And then I don't mind the pricing really, but games being more money makes it so I have to buy less games, which fine. I have a big backlog. That's the thing. Steam Deck is handheld too, and it's just $450 for OLED. That's fair. So here's the thing that I think Nintendo's not understanding, and a lot of game companies aren't understanding at the moment, is that most gamers have a backlog of games that they have not played. And I can just play those. I can probably go to my game shelf, not look at what I grab a game, and probably have not played it. Which is a goal I've been having this year to do. It's been my goal this year to actually play a lot of games I haven't played yet. Or replay games that I haven't played in oh, you guys. I remember making the passive joke that you felt like a boss. Easy. Let's see until the modal back them. That's silly. Nintendo always was anti-consumer. They're just seeing how far they can. Yeah, I've definitely been noticing that with a lot of companies of late as well. They're really trying to see how far they can push boundaries, and then going, "Oops, I didn't mean it." Whoops, I didn't realize you guys were paying attention. Oopsie daisy. It's becoming such a thing lately, especially not game console wise, but in the tabletop universe. Fucking Hasbro. With all the shit they've been trying to do with Magic the Gathering and D&D. They've been fucking that shit up so bad. I almost got into back into Magic. Back in 2020, before the pandemic, I made a deck, pretty cheap deck, but I like making themed decks, and I was like, okay, let's make a fully flying blue-white deck. Sounds fun. I made it, and then we had the pandemic, and I couldn't use it. That's not on Hasbro or Wizards. That's just life. But my biggest thing about getting back into Magic and playing Standard was the cost. At the time, 4 or 6 sets of cards came out. Oh, I'm back here. I already did everything here. But, yeah, it's and now, and they started releasing their theme sets. They're Doctor Who and Marvel and that sort of stuff. Which, you know what, whatever. It's not meant to be played as the main game, as in Standard. They're just a fun collector's set. Whatever. If that gets people into Magic, that's fine. That's awesome. Honestly, if they ever did a Persona 5 set, 100% I would buy that shit. It would get me. It 100% would. Or a Dragon Quest, since they've been doing Final Fantasy. I can see myself buying Dragon Quest, Magic cards. But now they're releasing 12 to 20 sets a year that are Standard. Yeah, they're gonna push more people away, and they're gonna push people to piracy. They're gonna push people to other means of playing. just print those cards and just play it like that. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you don't need to play with actual, like you won't be able to go to the actual tournament, but you can still play with your friends with that stuff. You can use proxies and stuff. But yeah, like that's the thing. Like, I think they went for like 4 or 6 sets a year, and then like some like fun sets that were like the Doctor Who ones and stuff, for example, to now like 10 or 15 sets a year, full sets. Like, I already couldn't afford it when there was like 4 sets. Like, I don't know the actual numbers, and I don't want to like spend like 40 minutes like googling stuff, but like,
seek souls.
They actively,
Larger,
like, I almost like I don't have a lot of money,
lest this land.
but I was at that point where like I might start dipping my toes back into Magic. I like playing it. I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! There's not a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments around. There was a Magic tournament not far from me. Maybe I'll get back into it. My Pokemon cards from the shitty machines because people wake up early and... Really? That's dumb. I've been seeing stuff about that, though. But... yeah, like, that was my kind of... like, I almost got back into Magic. Pandemic hit. You know, that happens. But them actually making more sets than you can possibly keep up with. Even professional Magic players have to be like, oh, like, and I've honestly heard it. They tend to put measurements to stop it, but as we can tell, it doesn't work because they just bounce from machine to machine. Yeah. You can't beat scalpers, that's for sure. They are the scum of the earth. But yeah, so like Magic actively took, you know, and like they are trying to like prey on their whales, right? The ones that will drop $500, $1,000 plus every time a new set comes out. You know, that's what they're trying to capitalize on. And I watched various people who play Magic who go, yeah, I used to be one of those people who spend X amount of, like, I used to be the whales, and now I have to be like, I'm done. So what they're doing is actively pushing their customers away. Like, yeah, getting the whales, getting the people that spend a lot of money, that is a big thing. But if you only have like 10 whales and the rest of your player base is gone or diminishing, like, it's going to hurt you overall. Nowadays are just a fancy way to sell art in cardboard for premium price. Honestly, yeah. And like prices of packs, good fucking lord, like $10. At least where I live. For like Magic or like, yeah, like Magic cards is like $10. Pokemon cards about the same. Like $8 to $10 depending on the set. Like, it's ridiculous. It is honestly ridiculous. Yeah. Like, I get with like inflation, they should have probably went up a little bit. Because that's just how life is. But like, they used to be like $5 a pack, or $4 a pack when I was a kid. And now they're like 10. For the same number of cards. Like, that's just insane. And then, guarantee you won't get duped. Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. Like, ideally, if you're trying to get into a card game, you want to play. If you want to get into a card game, I would recommend starting with like a structure deck or something like that, learning that way. And then, if you're going to build a custom deck, just buy the cards. Just buy the singles. Because buying packs isn't very worth it. they can be fun, don't get me wrong. But buying packs to try and build a deck isn't worth it unless you like the idea of buying like a box. Or just play digital. Yes, you can play digital, but most digital platforms like Magic Arena kind of try and force you to buy stuff on it. Like, it's really hard to progress it on Magic Arena and stay current without spending money. And then you're only getting like a digital copy of a card. Oh yeah, the scam deepens. Because I tried playing Magic just casually during the pandemic when obviously I couldn't play my actual Magic deck, so I built the same deck on Arena. And it took me like a good while to do so. But it was very hard to keep up. Like, if you're going to try to keep current every single turn, every time a new set comes out, it's impossible. It is pretty impossible to do unless you're spending your entire day playing a card game online. Am I done here? I can't be. I don't feel like I'm done. And then, like, getting into like the D&D stuff that's been happening. Like, first Hasbro tried to basically destroy the OGL, so the open gaming license. They basically tried to explode it. Basically be like, oh, did you make something for D&D that is legally allowed? We own it now. We own all your shit. Haha, tee-hee, we own everything. And fortunately, like, the D&D community stood up. It was like, fuck you, we're not doing that. But, and, like, there's just been scandal after scandal with D&D. Like, legit, look into it, if you haven't. It is mind-boggling how fucked up it is. It really makes being a person who likes D&D feel a little shameful. Like, because of how much shit they did, I was originally gonna buy, like, the new books, and I'm not buying them. Like, I am legit not buying them, because, like, they kind of ruined the name for me. And, like, I love D&D. I try to play D&D every Saturday with, like, my main friend group. But, like, or not my main, but, like, my D&D friend group. But it's just, they kind of tainted it. And, like, just to get an idea of, like, how bad it's probably going for them, when the D&D 2025 not 6th edition came out, it was already 30% off at my local game store. Like, the second it came out. Like, it just came out, I went to my local bookstore just to see what they had, it was 30% off. I considered buying it, but it's like, I don't want to support this company. Try their very best not to completely kill off this franchise. Very best not to completely kill. Honestly, though, it almost feels like they're trying to kill it, and I don't get their decision. Like, okay, they were originally going to do, like, an online service where, like, you can build your own maps, you can, like, and it's basically going to be, like, a playable 3D environment. And I'm like, that's really cool. I like that idea. That can be, like, another competitive, or a competitor to, like, Roll20. It, like, syncs with your D&D Beyond account if you use that. I don't, but, like, it would link with that if you did. And I'm like, okay, that's a pretty cool thing. And then they just fucked it up. Like, they were basically trying to, like, over monetize everything. When the product finally released, it just didn't work, like, at all. And it's like, you guys spent, like, I think they invested, like, bill or something. I don't know. I don't remember the exact numbers, but they invested a lot of money. Like, enough money where you could probably, you know, solve a world problem. Or solve, like, a problem in like, a town. You know, you can do a lot of good with that money. And they, like, just butchered it. So it's just throwing a hammer at everyone. Kinda, yeah. Like, they've actually gone on record. Are expertising in making shitty toys, not letting grown men and women role play. Yeah, honestly. Um, like, um, a friend or foe? I'm guessing foe. But like, I don't know. Like they're destroying their own customer, and like they've actually gone on record to say that like Magic and D&D is under monopolized, and that they're like, and like they're basically trying to get D&D like monopolized like Magic has been. Like they're trying to milk their player base for as much money that they have. And we're also in a recession, and they're not getting the idea that, like, we just, people can't afford that shit. As a franchise may die, but D&D is more than a franchise. This community, yeah, and that's the thing. You can just play D&D. You don't need figures. You don't need, like, the rule book. You don't need anything like that. Like, you know, if you want to play actual D&D, you know, having the rules, like, and you can find the rules online if you wanted to as well. But like, my friend DJ and I used to have a podcast back in the day called J&D Podcasts, and I just made up a D&D thing on the spot. It wasn't actual D&D, but I made up something that was like, you know, resembling it, and we played. And I just basically drew like a board. Eventually, I think I started using Roll20, but like it was just a like, yeah, you don't even need anything. Like, throw up your own adventure and shit. Yeah, that's a thing. Like, D&D on the surface is a game of the mind. Having the rules and stuff can help. You know, having some guidelines, having some direction is a good thing. But like, it's not needed, and I don't think Hasbro understands that, and a lot of companies honestly just don't understand that. Like, you can just make shit up, and like the thing is, like, I'll still play D&D. Like, I still play 5th edition, like, at least once a month with my Saturday group. But like, you know, it still has a soft place in my heart. But like, they're actively shooting themselves in the foot. At this point, they've taken a shotgun to their foot, and they somehow haven't learned the lesson that they should probably stop. And it's both funny and also sad, because it's like, a franchise that I love is basically imploding on itself. Also, side note, I don't know what I'm doing now. I don't know where to go. I thought that was the path that I had to take, the route where I was missing something. And I'm not. I was wrong. What the fuck do I do? Where the fuck do I go? I don't have any clue. What do I do? Oh, there's just a guy here now. Hello.
Oh, hello there. An honor to see you again. This room is not as it seems. There are two, not one pathways leading out. And only this lovely thing, and this, you lovely thing, only runs on miracles. Shall I provide you with one?
Oh, it runs on miracles? Can you move the path? Pay 2,000 souls. Okay. Here you go. Never mind. I think I found where I have to go now.
Go ahead then.
Thank you, ma'am.
May the power of offer your soul.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get, and like honestly, like the modern gaming society as a whole, um, has been just kind of going down into the shitter. A bit of it is because of scalpers, like, and not like limited to, but scalpers are definitely a big like issue. So like, as a lot of people may know, I wanted to get the Clair Obscure Expedition 33. I heard good things about it, and I was like, oh, that seems like a good game to get into. It sounds like something, you know, up my alley. Like a Souls-like RPG with a great story. Count me in. But I didn't know of it until after it came out, and the game is to simulate it in your mind. Honestly, though, so I was like, okay, I'll go. You know, I heard about it. That seemed really cool. I went to my local GameStop, and the guy there was like, "Oh, you should have pre-ordered it. That way you can guarantee a copy." And it's like, I didn't know the game was coming out. Plus, I don't have money. I can't come in here and be like, "Hey, there's a game I don't know is coming out. Can I have it?" Also, here's a cool nickel. Does that pay for it? That's not. That doesn't help me. Yeah, like the fact that I have to pre-order something in order to get a copy of something, and they didn't order any other copies. They only ordered the exact number of pre-orders. That's it for that GameStop. And it's like, what? Excuse me? You're a game store that doesn't supply games? What? That's ridiculous. So I was like, okay, let's see if I can find a copy of it. Maybe I went to like some pawn shops around. I checked like this GameStop multiple times, and eventually my wife called them as well, just to have like a different person asking questions. And they told her, "Oh yeah, if we get the game, we're gonna price it based off of eBay." So GameStop was like, "Oh yeah, right now eBay is charging $150 for a $66 game. Let's say $70. They're charging over double for a $70 game where I live." And GameStop was going to be like, "Oh yeah, we're going to price it with eBay. So if we get a copy, we're going to charge $150 for a game that just came out 2 weeks ago for $70." What?
I don't know who you are, but believe me, B, the frailty of the weak disrupts. Leave me. I'm interested in one thing, dog. You haven't the gift. Leave me. I'm interested in one thing.
Like, it was ridiculous. They bought a limited edition with steelbook of a Pokemon game and sold the steelbook without the game for $8. Yeah, like it's legit ridiculous. And like, I looked into why this was, and apparently the company that made Clair Obscura, they're a smaller company. They weren't expecting it to sell as well as it did. That's understandable. They're a smaller company. The game hit. It was a big success. So it took off like wildfire. They only made like X amount of copies. It sold more than they were expecting. That's understandable. But also like, you know, I don't know. Like, I heard that they were going to try to make more physical copies, but I could not find the proof of this. I could not find any writing anywhere that they were going to. I saw like news outlets saying that they were. I saw, various other like people commenting on like forums and stuff, be like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna make more." They said so on their Twitter, So I went through their entire Twitter line. Could not find a damn thing about them coming out with more copies. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, this is ridiculous. I'm not spending $150 for a $70 game. I don't give a shit. Like, I ended up just buying the digital copy, which I hate doing. But, like, it's really dumb. And that's just, like, a small glimpse into, like... Oh, hi. But that's just, like, a small glimpse into... just kind of what I hate about modern gaming. Market, scalper market, and limited collection insanity. Yeah. And then, like, the only thing I saw about Clariskira was the fact that they were like, oh, we're going to release more of the Collector's Edition, that's like the Steelcase Edition, without the game. That's the thing that I was seeing the most of. We're going to, you know, they were going to release the Collector's Edition without physical copies. Because they were like, oh, people missed out on it. But I saw nothing about actual physical copies of the game. So, yeah, it's really stupid. I love modern gaming for the sense that we have so many good games coming out. Like, there's so many good games, there's so many underrated games. But at the same time, it's also just so much bullshit in the modern gaming world. Hi. You don't own it physically with no activation required. You don't own the game even if it's physical. Companies are trying to redefine ownership. Yeah, it is honestly ridiculous. Like, there are some games that are like completely server-based. Ow. Ow. There's a service that would ownership doesn't imply ownership. That's ridiculous. That is so dumb. And like, it's such a bullshit thing too, because like they're starting to realize that like legislators don't know a damn thing about anything. Like the TikTok fiasco that happened a year or two ago, I think told a lot of companies that like, people don't know shit about technology and gaming and that sort of stuff. We can capitalize on this a lot, and they are. So many things are going like unchecked. That's so cool. Like, it is insane. Ow. I gashed my leg open the other day. Not doing anything cool. I thought my cat knocked over a cup, so I went to kneel down to check underneath the couch to see where it went. And right now we're kind of cat sitting someone, and also providing a home for some people until they can get on their feet. So I went to kneel down, and I hit my knee off of the cat carrier and somehow gashed my leg open. And right now it's doing a little bit of a sting. Not a cool way to cut, get an injury. I got into a fight with a cat carrier and that I didn't know I was in and lost. But, oh. But, yeah, yeah. Literally dunked by a cat carrier. Also reading what you said before. With old people who barely manage to grab a phone with a touch phone. Yeah. Honestly, though. Oh, I'm gonna flick on my lights just to have better lighting. Hopefully I don't get murdered by everything and their mother. So give me like a minute. Not even. Okay. Yeah, let me see if I can actually show the cut. Like, it is not the worst cut I've ever had, but, like, I don't think I can show it very well. Yeah. But yeah, like, it's not the worst cut I've ever had. Like, going across here. But, like, yeah, that is not even seeable. with the lighting. But, yeah, like, it's not the worst, but the fact that I cut myself hitting my leg off of a cat carrier is just one of those embarrassing things where, like... like, I don't even know how I cut myself that badly off of a cat carrier. Like, it was a deep cut. It didn't bleed a whole lot, which is a little concerning. But there was, still a lot of blood. Like, it was special. I don't get it. But, yeah, that was just doing a weird sting for some reason. And, it doesn't hurt a lot, but it gets to that, like, point where all I forget is there, and then it just starts to hurt. Okay, let's move away from the chest so I don't actually break it. Skewer! But, yeah, like, honestly, though, like, getting back to, like, the, game topic, like, it does just kind of suck, the modern gaming, environment. Like, there's so many good games out, but also, like, the market is so fucked. Like, it is so boring. That, like... Do you guys just see that running naked green guy just going for a jog? Good for him. Getting his daily steps in. Invaded by Spirit Forlorn. Hi, guy. Ow. Ow. Okay. I held my shield up, but that's okay. Shields only exist if the game says they do. Get some distance. Got him. Why is that text so big? Human effigy is nice though. It is crazy though, like, you know, I mentioned this before with this game, but like, there was so much hate based around this game that I 100% expected to hate my experience with it. I wanted to give it, like, you know, like an honest try. That is how I go into games. But with how much negative, you know, like, the negativity was surrounding Dark Souls 2, I was expecting just, like, an unplayable mess. And here we are with a game that is just good. Are there issues? Yes. But, like, the game is just good. I really don't get the hate around this game. It is legit confusing to me. Like, the weapons feel good. Movement's a little clunky, but also not as clunky as, like, Dark Souls 3. Like, you're a little heavy, but, like, the heaviness also makes sense. And, like, fall damage is a little ridiculous, but, like, overall, like, the game just feels good to play. Like, I'm already excited about playing this again. I have other stuff I want to play first, but, like, this game is just good. I don't get the hate around it. That said, I am still debating on what to play next. Hi. So, like, I kind of wanted to revisit a lot of the a lot of the Final Fantasy games. I wanted to revisit 10 because I played 10 like easily 10 plus years ago, maybe like 15 years ago, and I beat the game, and I've had mixed feelings about it, but I want to revisit it. So I picked up both the original copy and the remake of it. Got them both for like under $20. Like, that's not bad. So I picked up them. I wanted to try Final Fantasy 12? 13. The one with like... because like, kind of like with Dark Souls 2, people have said so much bad shit about Final Fantasy 12. And it's like, I do like to try games out for myself. And I'm just like, I don't know, I found it for like $8 or so. Like, not a bad price. I might as well, you know, give it a try. So on my list of games to play, Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy 13 are on that list. I never beat 12, but I did play it, and I didn't love my time with it. But if I can find a copy of it, that I might also add to my list of games to like play, just to see like maybe the game's actually really good, and I just like kind of overlooked it. Okay, I guess I didn't heal when I healed. That's fair, I only healed. Everyone knows that when you drink a healing potion that you don't heal from it. I should have probably swapped to my sword, had better AoE. Oh, where the fuck am I? Hopefully I'm not too far. No, I'm back out here. Damn. But yeah, so like I have those games on my list of games to play. I have some other games that I want to revisit, but I want to write scripts around them. So I want to wait until I have a better floor condition before I do that. Oh, did I just overlook this bonfire? So, like, if anyone is interested in watching me play through any of those Final Fantasy games, definitely let me know. I have 10, the 10 remake, and 13 on hand. And I'll be looking for 12 in my travels, but like... But yeah, like, let me know if you guys want to see that. Like if people want to see it, then I'll up it on my like increase its like priority. Whoops. Oh shit. What? I only killed him because like he's running around so much. I felt like he was gonna drop something. He did. It wasn't what I was expecting. He must have just been like rallying the troops, I guess. But yeah, I'm not sure like what Final Fantasy game to start with, if I'm being honest. Like, because like I definitely want, like I don't know if I should like start with 10 since that's before 12 or 13. If I should play 13 since it'll be my first time playing 13. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking about it after I play Dark Souls 2. Is there a switch here? I kind of want to also get back into my Dark Souls 3 playthrough. But at the same time, like, do I want to move on from it? Ow. Because, like, I will say, there is something about... side note, this place reminds me of, like, the Dragon Valley in, Dark Souls 1. Really holy guy? Hello? Is this supposed to be that place? Ow. Ow. Fall back, fall back, fall back. Oh, is he dead? Nice. And, like, also at some point, if I could find copies of them, I wouldn't mind getting back, or try, like, Final Fantasy 9, because I never played that, or playing Final Fantasy 8, because I've also never played that one. You know, like, actually, like, you know, going back and revisiting some of these classics. Somewhere around here, I also have Final Fantasy 7. Like, I found a copy of it at, like, a thrift store for, like, $7. So, maybe playing that at some point, since I find where the hell I put it. But, yeah, I don't know. Just kind of thinking about, like, stuff to play in the future. I'd also like to do, like, a co-op series with someone, but that also requires me to find someone to, you know, find a game and find people to play that game with. So... let's play some of these torches. I also wouldn't mind playing through Pokemon Yellow, because I've been playing through all the Pokemon games. So doing like a quick little playthrough of Yellow might not be bad. Like, I could probably get through that within like 4 streams. I could also maybe do a challenge run if people want to see that. So, like, you know, I have options. I missed. Got him. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot of Estus upgrades. And honestly, I've been wanting to go through all my games. Because I have so many games. Obviously, I don't have as big a collection as some. But, like, I do have quite a few games I haven't played, or games that I want to revisit. Like, I want to, like, replay... No! I'm dead. That sucks. But yeah, I want to replay... Zelda Twilight Princess at some point, because I have the GameCube version of that. I wouldn't mind replaying Wind Waker, because I haven't played that in like good like 10, 15 years. So like, you know, visiting these games again, you know, seeing how they hold up. I remember really liking Twilight Princess, and like Wind Waker as well. So like, yeah, like there's a lot of games I want to revisit, a lot of games that I just want to like play for the first time. So my list of games to play have been expanding exponentially. I don't know, maybe I'll make like a full list, and maybe I'll post that list somewhere. Just be like, hey, these are all the games I want to play. And seeing what people will say. Because I don't really care too much about like the order I play them in. For like PC games, I want to play through Ori and the Blind Forest. I've heard good things about that one. But yeah. Keeping my options open. Feels like there should be a bonfire here somewhere. Oh, there is. I can't open. Ow! You bitch. Is this I need to drop into it type of situation? No, it would say open from locked from the other side. Okay, I think I did unlock a shortcut through here, though. Should I... Yeah, let's do it. Let's use one of these, fire urns. Maybe it'll, like, decrease their spawn rate or something. Take a second, grab a sip. Water's so good. Okay, I'm glad I found my way back to where I died. Okay, there's gonna be a boss fight here. But I have enough souls to level up. Maybe I should just do that. Like, I probably almost have like 2 levels up. This guy's trying to shank me with a club. We also got some more armor while out and about. I could always try that on. See how I look. And like this run isn't too bad. I would like to find the key though. Maybe that's it. I'll go across that bridge. I can get there from there. Okay. Ow. Because I think it'd be stupid if you get the key after killing the boss. That would be kind of dumb. So if I had to guess... Hi! You're funky. Did a little, like, monk kick. Hi! That's cool. You have, like, a blade axe? That's neat. Ow! What the hell? Oh shit. Oh shit. Danger. Switch. Thank you, game. I appreciate you doing that the 3rd time I pushed the button. Notch whip, that probably causes bleeding if I had to guess. And I think that path over here will get me to the drop down point if I had to wager a guess. Surely this is not a trap. It's only a narrow walk. I guess it was. Oh, hi. Hello. Okay, he's big. He's big and scary. Ow. These guys actually kind of hurt. I feel like that was a backstab. Uh-oh. Okay, this is bad. Okay. Ah, fuck. I backed into a poison moth. That sucks. Oh, that sucks. Well, guess I'll go get my bits back. You know, I might switch to my hammer for a little bit. It's just a tad lighter. Try that out. Hi. You just chilling? You know, hanging off a bridge isn't my idea of a good time, but I don't know. To each their own. Alright, let's grab these. Run back, get a couple level ups in. I feel like I made a lot of progress today, though, so far. Like, it's not even 7. Like, it's like almost 5:30 for me. And I feel like I made so much progress. I still need to get to that bridge and drop off, I think, though. Not sure how I get back from there, but that's for future me to figure out. Present me is gonna go level. And I like leveling. Leveling makes me happy. Numbers go up. Oh, that was a lot of cracking. Hello, Em.
Is that a shot? Here.
Oh, right, yeah, I had, like, stuff to give you. Upgrade flask. That should give me 9. Do I have another? I do! That gives me 10. 10 heals. We can do a level up. Extra strength. We could probably get enough for one more strength upgrade. And then once we get that to 40, we'll start focusing on dex.
Bearer of seek, lest this.
This music, I say it every time, sounds so much like Minecraft. Do I have enough to get another level up in just with what I have? I need 1600. Maybe. Hero Soul probably give me what? 10,000? Oh yeah, we definitely have enough. Cool. That should be enough. Yes, it is.
Bearer, seek, lest this.
Strength is now maxed out. That feels good. I like when my weapons murder. It gives me the good tingles. Start working on Dex next, I think. Get that to 40. I could maybe get Vigor up. Maybe get that up to like 15. But really, what do you need health for? Surviving? Who needs to survive? Oh. But before we go teleporting, we did get that knight armor. Let's check that out real quick. Maybe it looks cooler. Knight armor. It's lighter. A defense. They just like the starting knight armor as well, if I'm not mistaken. Why do I keep hitting B? Looks very clunky. The elite armor does look pretty cool, though. I love the blue. Big fan of blue. So this gives me essentially 70 defense. How much does this one give me? 57. 57, 62, 53, and 53. Okay. I don't hate it. And overall, I have 52 weight compared to 55. It really only drops my weight by like 3 points. This is 195 plus 60, whereas this is 104 plus 60. So, yeah, this is just better overall. This helmet. This armor gives me 64, 63, 66, 65, 57, 62. Alright, so this one's worse, but it is very light. This gives me 140, 142, 156, 148. So, pretty decent little upgrade for like 0.3 extra weight. And it doesn't look too bad with this armor. You can try that for a bit. A little extra defense. Let's also upgrade how much our flask heal by, because we have 2 bone dust. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so now we have better heals, more heals, change our equip load slightly, not really enough to note. Let's travel to... well, honestly, one thing real quick. If I equip the royal armor, or elite armor, except for the helmet, what does that lower me to? Exactly 50. Maybe I'll play around with this a little bit. Just to see. I can always, like, swap back. I can always take, what, like, 30 seconds to do so? Let's try it. Where was I? No Man's Wharf? That doesn't sound right. Oh, do we have another branch of yore? We can always pop that to other place and just burn it? No. We kind of wasted... Not really wasted. We got some stuff out of it. Farfire. I think this is where we are. The bridge approach. I think that's what I want. Yeah, we can try this. See if, like, the slight hit in defense makes that big of a difference. Like, if I start taking way more damage, then I'll swap back. But if it's, like, minuscule at best, then... Okay, let's just shoot these little guys down. This hammer has been really good. Very simple, but it gets the job done. And considering, like, what it is, it has pretty decent range. Okay, for this split, I want to check over there first, because I want to get the key to unlock this, and I don't know if it's over here, but it's worth a check. And another thing I could do is try dropping down from the starting area of this region, because there's like a bunch of guys just wandering around down there. Maybe I can drop down using the ring, and maybe the key is down there. That's like an alternative option. Hi. Ah, I'm dead. You know, I keep forgetting how I get there every time. So over here, right? Yeah, it's over here. There's nothing following me. Correct. Okay, if I can get behind them, that'd be good. Because I can one-shot them. I'm gonna top up. It sucks to use an extra flash, like, such little health loss, but, like... I really don't want to... Oh, that's why that guy shows up. He's been there this whole time. I just keep overlooking him. So then when I approach this guy, the other guy spots me and corners me. Okay, get out of there. Got him. Okay, shield did nothing. Okay, there's two guys hanging off the wall. Maybe I can shoot the one off. Oh, nope. He noticed me. Shot him in his stupid foot, though. Okay. That works. Okay, him. Oh, he's not noticing it. Game? What the hell was that? Did you just forget how hammers work, or what was happening there? It felt like I was attacking with a different weapon. Ow, my knuckles. Oh. Looks like we have a friend joining us. I was just enjoying the view, scratching my nose. I guess that would be the time to strike. Quick heal. Okay. These guys are getting to be quite a lot. They hurt quite a bit. Ah, shot you in your foot. Twice. That should have killed him. If I would have jumped from that high, I would have been 100% dead. Like, he jumped and, like, slid down the hill, like, the roughest way. Uh-oh. He could have possibly slid. Switch? Missed. Okay, they don't have a lot of poise. That's good for me. There's so many of these guys, though. They're everywhere. They're like bugs. Can I get up there? Or is that just where he hangs out? That's probably just where he hangs out. Okay, that's where I wanted to drop down from. Let's check the other side of this bridge. Almost walked off the edge. We're just gonna make you a non-problem. And you. What? sure about that? That guy was also scared. He's like, oh man, I should be dead. Oh, there is an item up there. I want it. Undead Purgatory. Hello. You wouldn't happen to be guarding a bonfire, would you? I don't think so. You are guarding what looks to be a boss store, though. Almost fucked that up. We're fine, we got a seed. Huh. As long as I don't just walk off, I should be fine. Okay, excellent. Viewer bots. I love when they show up. It's my favorite. I think it wants me to drop down here. Let's equip the cat ring, because I don't trust this game with the fall damage and stuff. What? What the hell? What? When has he done that far of a forward roll in this game from a fall? What was that? I'm calling bullshit. Hi. Has there been a shortcut way up this whole time? I just never noticed it, or... Huh. Hi. Could I also do a run jump from here and probably make it? Probably. Probably fucking safer, apparently. What the hell? I don't know what that was. Like, what the hell was that? Like, I didn't even, like, push the forward button. I just stepped off. Like, do you do that here? No! What the hell was that? Why did you decide to do a roll? This is a much further fall than that other one was. Okay, I'll do it while pushing forward. No! Excuse me, game? Are we just changing the rules? I would like to be made aware of rule change. You know, tell me, hey, doing this thing will result in this. Not, suddenly, you now do a roll when you fall. Only for this one, though. Shit. Okay, those guys still hurt. Honestly, it might not be a bad idea to, humanity up so I don't lose my my experience. So I have a bit more health to play with, but... I missed. Got him. Just breathed at me. I think I like the hammer a bit more for these guys, because like it seems to like hurt their poise pretty efficiently. Get up. We're not having you interfere. And we got a human effigy. Yeah, let's just... No. I don't trust this game to not throw me off a ledge, and I don't want to waste a humanity because the game decides that it's going to cheat. Too rare of an item to waste. I just won't die. Seems like a pretty good solution, if I do say so myself. You just gotta break their skulls and... Oops. That's it. Right in his stupid face. He lived! It's like 1 health. You're already dead. I'm just overkilling. Okay. Can I shoot this guy in his stupid face from here? Or am I gonna miss? I'll probably miss, but it's worth a try. I did not account for drag. Okay, I'm just missing at that point. We'll just... Okay. The other one down. Maybe a little higher. Nope. A little lower. Right in his face. We got there. And not dead. Left my old netbook on sale, but no, I get that. I have like a guitar that I've been wanting to sell. I also have like an extra copy of Pokemon Black that I can sell. Like I could get like 120 to 150 for that. I just haven't posted anything for it. Because like I went to a pawn shop to see like what they would buy it for, and they said that they'll buy it for 50, or if I want to do trade-in, they'll give me 60 for it. They'll do half of what it's worth. So I'm like, okay, so if they'll give me half of what it's worth for trade-in, which is 60 bucks, that means it's probably going for about 120. So I could probably get like 120 for the game around there. I just haven't done it. You know what I'm going to do? I don't trust this game. I'm going to just drop down here. This is a really stupid decision, but at least this is quicker than the other one. We're gonna go for a jump! Huh. I didn't do it. How am I supposed to do this? Like, do I need to drop from the bridge? Because that didn't work out well. So how do I get back? Is there... Do I just kind of jump for that ledge? I guess so. Well, I guess we're doing this for the next hour. Strap in, folks. Where does this take me? Well, I guess I'm here now. This is not the way back, just more to the puzzle. If I jump onto that mushroom, will that raise my fall enough? Oh! That's a biggin'! Guess I'm doing this. Better hope he doesn't learn how to hit me, because I'll be dead if he does. He was a biggin'. What are the odds of me dying from this fall? Probably 100%. Nope, nice. I like it when I'm wrong, and it doesn't get me killed. Ricard's repair. Nice. Oh, you're a thing. No? That's clearly a door. Am I missing an obvious switch? Probably. Gotta hug the wall. Feel around a bit. I guess I'll homeward bone? I got enough to level. I should do that. We're playing a dangerous jumping game, so I'd rather not lose all these souls. That's probably not even a worthwhile item.
Bearer, seek, lest the
Probably like a big XP soul or something. Yeah, let's back up for a second. How much are we gaining from our current equipment? 97, 110.
bearer, seek the king, lest this
I should-
land swallow you whole, as it has so many.
Oh, jeez, I am just fumbling everywhere. $97, 110, 137.
Bearer of seek the king, lest this land.
$97, 110, 137. So that didn't really change. Okay, it makes sense for the hammer, since that's strength. Doesn't really make sense for the spear, because I feel like that should have gone up a little bit. We'll do another one to see if that changes anything. If not, then maybe I start pumping bigger. That actually startled me. I knew he was going to drop down, but it was very loud. Oh, nope, nope. It's a piece of shit. Well, how do I, like, actually get back, or is this just like a fool's errand? That will get me killed. There's no way up in here. And I still hear the giant basilisk. Yeah, that just feels like death. Alright. I'm starting to think that I should probably just go towards the boss. Really? jump from here? I missed! You know, I guess I'd rather miss than land, apparently. Like, honestly, dying, I can just come back and try again. Landing and miss and, like, not getting the item basically means I have to waste an item to get back. So in a weird way, dying is actually better in this situation. Who would have thunk it? Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Maybe if when I land, I just hammer the pickup button and hope that the game gods bless me to pick up the item. Like, I'm going to use a humanity at some point anyways for the boss fights to be at more health. So, losing health doesn't really impact me here. Okay, that's clearly not the correct path, as we're learning. It sounds like he's jumping in the water. Okay, that didn't do it. Whoops. Maybe I fight through everything again, go through that fog door up there, kill the boss, unlock a bonfire maybe, and then use that as my shortcut. Man, that guy wanted me dead. Okay, he didn't turn. I was trying to turn, and the game was like, no. You're stuck on the wall. That's fine. We'll get it at some point. Dark Souls games really do like their platforming. Which is a shame, because their platforming is complete ass. In my defense, I was holding down B that entire time, and I was not running. And then I double tapped it to jump, and the game was like, nah, you're rolling. I'll get it at some point. I don't trust falling from the bridge now. Like, since the game changed the rule of falling for me. Oh. Holy shit, you didn't roll? Once again? Game changing how the rules of falling works in this game? Also, that was not worth it. Like, not even a little. Whee! Okay. Since I think it's closer, we'll go and take on the boss that red knight guy was guarding. Since maybe he has the key that I want. Okay. on me, damn it. Man, I hate these bugs. There we go, that one counted. Okay. I do kind of have to pee. So I think I'm going to run back to the bonfire. Not rest, because I don't want to have to kill these guys again. Let's have this guy jump down too. Yeah. Don't want to rest, I just want to just dip in here. And yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I should be good. I'm glad I didn't die. That's a plus. But man, I am so looking forward to when the landlord finally fixes the floor. It is getting to a point though, like he told me at first it's going to be done in May. And you know, now we're almost like halfway through June and it's still not done. He told me it's gonna be sometime during the summer. He's gonna get it done. But like, man, I am like so close to like contacting like a tenant board or something like that. Like I'll actually give him until the summer because I get it. He needs to make money before he can do stuff. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Ow, my shield did nothing. But like, if it's not done by the end of October, or not October, by the end of August, I'm just gonna contact the tenant board or something. Because it's not fun having like just insects in the basement before can't begin. Like, it's just really annoying. Like surface level stuff, I stream and do YouTube stuff, so it's hard to do that when you're literally in a hole and you have bugs crawling on you. And then, I also got a quick little logo design job for someone, and it's hard to work on that when, you know, listed up above issues. Like, it's hard to work on shit when you have bugs crawling on you and not like a good safe place to work. So There he is. I don't agree that that one hit me. He attacked from above and then fell after his attack animation. Hello? There you go. There you go. Okay. Took him a second. Took him a second to realize that, like, hey, I should climb up. Nice. Got him. All right. Wish me luck. Oh, cutscene boss. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, there's a horse. Horse and a guy. Oh. I think I see the situation I'm in. He runs him over, then he keeps going. Okay, I see what we're dealing with. Okay, I wasn't able to move. I guess we're just gonna stay here for a bit. Okay, got him. Tuck back in. Now we can actually kill them. Well, I'm do another lap, and we'll top up. Pick up some loot. You're never too dangerous of a situation to not get free loot. I don't know, I wonder if I can shoot him at the back of his stupid little head. Ah! Ow! What do you mean, game? Excuse you? I can only be in the cubby so much. Can you hit the guy? Oh, they're being revived again? That's annoying. in here. There's the idiot. There we go. Now we can do mass murder. I guess is it mass murder if they're already dead? I know I probably have to just flick that switch and that will do what I needed to do. But there's loot to be got. Okay, we'll do a little top up. Okay, let's use the hammer. Yeah, I can do more hits with that. Ow! Okay, I guess my shield said no. Do a little top up. I love that he can turn on a dime. Okay, my shield said no. Shield took the day off. Ow! Okay, got him. Handled it. Executioner's Chariot Soul. And an item. That was a fun boss. Some bullshittery here and there, but it's all the boss overall. As gimmick bosses go, it's probably one of the better ones.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. Do you have a lust for blood?
Sure.
Yes, of course. Do you give yourself the honor?
Sure.
Then you will need blood. Undead blood. But it's not as easy. What would he say?
Yeah.
Well, that's no fun. Go back home.
Oh, it's already 6:30? When the hell did that happen? I guess we'll travel back to Majula? Heal? I did not find the key. Maybe I'll do one more attempt on the boss of the head.
Seek, lest this.
Level up. Okay, we took out the horse. That was fun. 127, 111. So that did go up a little bit.
Bearer, seek.
Yeah, maybe
less
I'll get a
vis-
bit more health. Oh, I need like 2,000.
Bearer, seek, lest this.
Okay. Let's go back. I do want to check out the other area real quick. Because there was that other fog wall. I wouldn't mind popping my head in just to see what we're dealing with there. Oh. The area shouldn't be too difficult to get back to. I almost feel like it's really hard to get hit by this guy. Yeah, normally I pack up at 6. I didn't realize it was 6 o'clock until like a few minutes ago, but... I also want to check out this boss. I did kill quite a few bosses today, though. We took out the DragonSlayer guy. We just took out that horse. I feel like there's something else that I'm missing. I feel like there was something else. Oh, we took out the that double-legged guy that was near the boat. The thing that we fought in the Sinner's tower place. That guy has the aim of a god. So at least 3 bosses. Pretty good kill count. Makes it up for having like essentially 2 streams where I didn't really find a whole lot. Okay. We're back here. Might as well top up. I don't know what to expect. Switch to my spear, and we'll take a peek. Skeleton Lords! Oh, there are in fact multiple. Ow. Okay, got one. Got to. Step behind here. Do a little heal. Okay, they also explode when they die. Okay, they also summon guys. Many dudes. Okay, that's a lot. Maybe I'll switch to my lance. The guard stab. Yeah, that's not as effective as I want it to be. Ow. My phone's going off. Someone's texting me. I cannot check it. Ow, my face. Get fucked. Oh yeah, he's gonna explode, right? Yep. That's gonna summon more dudes. Honestly, not bad. First try, handled it. Got a little dicey, but overall, no complaints. And I broke that tower because it makes me feel good. Make sure it's not an emergency. Sir? That's where it enters from. Okay. Is that timed apparently? Okay, a whole new area? That's exciting for next week. This is what I was hoping for. Whole new region. Harvest Valley. Hello? Hello, ma'am.
Are you a traveler?
I am.
I'm Chloanne, an ore stone trader. I travel about collecting rare stones, which I sell. I never planned to visit this god's forsaken place. But I don't know. I just sort of ended up here. I must have just wandered in. But now that I'm here, I've been scouting around for rare... Oh, don't... Many of these stones are quite useful. For instance... Oh, now your ears have extras if you can pay.
Okay. Titanite shards, 1,000. Solar peas, dead hex.
I came here and said the place is nothing. These stones may look... Some of them... None
You don't
of
really
them,
have a good selection.
no interest.
And they're kind of expensive. Oh. Oh, that's lovely. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap up here. Let's go back and get one more level up in as a treat. But yeah, like we took out like 4 bosses. That's pretty good. New area to explore. I'll be excited to go through this next week. I shouldn't have any reason to cancel, but you never know. Things come up all the time. But yeah. Let's I'll teleport back so I don't forget I have this new place. And yeah, when we return next week, we'll continue or start exploring Harvest Valley. So thank you for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, see y'all next time. Bye for now.